Hello traders, welcome. In today's video we are going to be talking about the best supply and demand strategy. Okay, and in this video we are going to be talking about the time frame you are going to be using, the time to trade, entry and confirmation entries. Okay, as you are looking at it here on the chart. Okay, so trading with this strategy, you need the best broker to trade with, and preferable broker is XM. Okay, if you want to get an account with them, the link is going to be in the description below. Okay, so let's get started. Now, looking at this chart right here, we are trading on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, and we are going to be trading the supply and demand. Okay, and our time for trade is going to be 7 p.m., which is 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. West African time, which is African time right here. Okay, so you just have to check the time that you are within this time. Okay, if you are in US, this is going to be probably 1 p.m. in Eastern Africa Standard Time. Okay, which is New York time. Okay, so just have to confirm the time. This is very, very important. And again, you need the best broker, and the preferable broker is XM. To create an account with them, the link is going to be in the description below. So our entry will be on 1 minute time frame, which is going to be our entry, with the other block be our where we are going to be focusing on, and our confirmation for entry is going to be the engulfing candle. Okay, I'm going to show you guys that everything in the chart. So this is the framework. This is what we are going to be talking about in today's video. Okay, so I'm going to be jumping to the chart now. I'm going to show you guys a live trade and a live example, and on this strategy we're only going to be taking 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5 RR trade. Okay, which means that if you are risking 1%, we are going to be targeting 2% or 1.5%. okay, so let's get straight into it. So this is GBP USD, and I'm going to show you guys the recent trade that happened on which day is this. It was going to be on Tuesday, which is yesterday. So this is it right here. Now, looking at this right here, so this is 5-minute time frame. Now, what do we want to see on the 5-minute time frame? We are looking for the last high or low the price created, the last highs or low the price created before 8 p.m. in the evening. Okay, which is West African time. So this is what I'm talking about right here. Now, looking at the chart right here, so when you are coming to the chart, you are coming to chart between let me drag this up. So you are coming to the chart in 7 o'clock. Okay, so when you get to the chart 7 o'clock, you are looking for the last structure the price created before you get into 8 o'clock, which is this structure right here, this is 8 o'clock right here. Okay, so this is 8 p.m. so this is 8 p.m. This is the last structure the price created. This is the last structure, which is a down structure, which is this structure right here. So this is the structure that the price created before 8 o'clock. Okay, so this is the structure right here. Now, when you see this type of structure, the next thing you do is to go to your 1 minute time frame to mark out your order block, which I'm going to jump into the 1 minute time frame right now. Okay, so here on the 1 minute time frame, so remember, if you come to the chart and you don't see any structure before 8 o'clock, then that's just jump into another PS. That is not the PS is not going to give you a trade, so you just have to jump into another PS. Okay, so this is the structure right here before 8 o'clock. Now, this is when you come to the when you mark out your 7 o'clock and 8 to 8 o'clock. Okay, then the next thing you do is just mark out your order block. Now, if you're talking about order block, is the last bullish candle the price created before this bearish move, which means that the last buy candle the price created before it shot downwards. Now, this is the last bullish candle the price created before it shot downwards. This is the candles right here. So you mark it out from the bottom to the top. Okay, so when you mark it out, this is where you are now going to be looking for a trade. Okay, so when you now see a structure before 8 o'clock, then the next thing you do is to now look for where should be enter a trade. Now this is the candle. This is the candle right here that was able. This is the candle that was able to touch your entry area. Now after this candle, the next thing you are looking for is an engulfing candle, a candle that will engulf this last candle that was able to come straight to our entry. Okay, so you want a candle to engulf it, which is this candle right here. This is the candle, this blue candle right here. So let me show this candle right here. This is the candle, this candle right here. This is the candle that was able to shoot below the last bullish candle that was able to touch our entries. Okay, so after that candle, then the next thing you do is you find your fair value gap, which is this right here. Starting from here, this is our fair value gap right here. So this is our fair value gap right here. So let me change this color. So let me change the color to blue. Okay, so let me change the color to, sorry, so let me change to blue. What's this? So let me change it to blue. Okay, so this is going to be our entry area. Let me change the color. So I want you guys to see this more clearly. Okay, so this is going to be our entry area. This is the fair value gap the price created after we see a break below the candle that was able to the candle that shoots to our entries, that shoots to the area where we are looking for a trade. This is the candle right here. So this is where we are now going to be enter our trades. This is where we are going to be enter our trade. Okay, so just take your sell at the fair value gap. Okay, you see a stop loss above the major area, then you target the low, the last low, which is this probably 2RR trade. Okay, so that is how we take trades with this strategy. Okay, so let me go to another pair and I'm going to show you guys, this is a sell trade and I'm going to show you guys a buy trade. Okay, so let's go to another pair. Maybe we should go to Euro USD. Okay, so first thing, remember, we always want to look for a trade on our 5-minute time frame. So when you get your 5-minute time frame, we want to look for the last structure the price created before we get into the 8 p.m. okay, so if there is no structure, then you look for another trade entries on another pairs. Okay, so looking at this right here, you could see that we have a structure, but the price does not come back to the structure. So which means that we are going to be looking for another pairs to take a trade. Okay, so let me just go straight to another pairs. Let me go to another day right here. Okay, so this is selling trade right here as well. I want to talk about a buy trade. Okay, I'm looking for a buy trade. Okay, so that is what I'm looking for. Now this is a buy trade right here. So okay, so this is 7 o'clock and this is 8 o'clock. So what is the structure of the price created before we enter into the 8 p.m? This is the structure right here. This is the structure of the price created before we come to the 8 p.m. And the next thing you are going to do now is to jump into your 1-minute time frame to find the last bearish candle the price created, the last bearish candle price created before we get to 8 o'clock. Okay, so you just have to find the last bearish candle. So this is the 1-minute time frame, and this is the area right here. So looking at this right here, this is the last bearish candle. So this is the last bearish candle the price created before we get into this 8 o'clock. So just have to mark it out. Then okay, let me change the color. So just have to mark it out. So when you mark it out, then that is where we are going to be looking for trees. That is where we are going to be looking for a tree. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with this. Okay, so this is the area right here. Okay, so this is the last bearish candle before the price shoots up. Now what we are now looking for is a trade. Now this is the candle. Okay, so let me delete this. So this is the candle. This is the candle that was able to come into our entries. Okay, so this is a candle that come to our entry. So after this candle right here, So after this candle, then we are now waiting for a candle to engulf it. Okay, it's very, very important. We are waiting for another bullish candle to engulf this candle right here. Okay, so this is the candle. So this is the candle that engulf this candle right here. So this is the candle. This is the candle right here. This candle right here is the candle that was able to engulf it. Now after this candle, what can you see next? We can see a what? We can see a fair value gap right here. We can see a fair value gap. Let me mark the fair value gap out. So this is the fair value gap right here. So after this fair value gap, now the next thing we do is to look for our entries, which is going to be, we are going to enter right at the fair value gap. We target the last candle right here, okay, and then we target our 1 to 2. Remember, we are not going more than 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5 RR. Okay, so looking at this trade right here, this trade was able to print 1 to 2.5 R with this simple trade. Okay, so you can check this trade, take this strategy out, but test it, and also see what rate you are going to get with this strategy. Okay, so that is for a buy trade and that is for a sell trade. It's very simple and it's very straightforward strategy. Okay, so let me recap. So what you are going to do is you come to the chart by 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Now during that 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. you are looking for the lag structure the price created before. You are looking for the lag structure the price created before 8 o'clock. Okay, so you are looking for lag structure price created before 8 o'clock. Now after that structure, you go to your 1 minute time frame to look for last bearish candle the price created before 8 o'clock. Now the next thing you do is to patient and wait for the price to come and touch the last bearish or the last bearish candle for a buy and the last bullish candle for a sell. Now after that candle, then the next thing we do is to wait for a momentum candle to come to that entry. When momentum candle comes to that entry, the next thing we do is to wait for a candle closure, a candle to close above that area. So we are looking for a candle to close above that area, which is very, very important. Okay, so after we come to our 1 minute time frame, the next thing we do is to wait for a candle to close above the last bullish candle. We are looking for a candle to close above the candle that was the momentum candle that was responsible for the touch of our last candle right here, which is this candle right here. So you just drop this out, and then after this candle, we are looking for the fair value gap, which is this gap right here. So after this gap, we enter right at the gap, which is our stop loss below the other block, and then we target our 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 R3. Okay, so very simple and very straightforward strategy. Okay, so that's how the strategy works. I hope if you like this video or you have any question concerning the strategy, then don't forget to comment down below. And if you have any question, also comment. And if you want me to create any video concerning any strategy, don't forget to comment as well. Okay, so thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification anytime I post new strategy. You guys should be aware. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.